Before we get started here, I just wanted to let the YouTube algorithm know that I am a fully licensed medical grower in Canada, where it is fully legal. I have paperwork to back it up. Everything I do is 100% within the law of my country. And this is for documentation and entertainment purposes only. Hi everybody, CANNABEARD Grows here. How the heck are you doing? I hope you're well. Today on Friday Night Gardening, what's growing on, we're going to take a look at pH. I've had a bit of a mishap with some pH recently, and it shows on the plant, and I'll explain how I recovered from such a thing. Tell you the mistake I made and how to try to avoid it from the future. Anyway, quick early reminder to like the video if you do indeed like these shows. Subscribe if you're not already. Double check that bell is set for notifications. And yeah, let's get on with the show. So this is what's happening in the tent so far. Also, we've got some liftoff with the autoflower. It's a little bit weird looking. It's got some strange growth patterns, but I'll tell you, this is CBD cheese, and it grows funny. It does. It always grows a little bit funny like this. And I've got a little sprout over there. It's about a week and a half behind this one. Yeah, it's growing. I'm currently running a 18 and 6, pardon me. Yes, 18 and 6 light cycle, utilizing the Mars brand stuff. Oh, by the way, I got some secret ninja stuff to tell you. I'm going to be giving one of these away at the end of the year. The MARSHYDRO iHubPro 10, this bad boy right here. I'm going to be giving one away at the end of the year. So keep a lookout for that. I'll be doing a video here shortly, coming up just before Christmas. Ooh, that's really quick. That's like next week. Anyway, yeah, that's happening soon. So I've been using this to modify lighting. I'm using the blues again. I'm running the humidifier at all times, but I have the heater connected up to the hub, and it only turns on when certain thresholds get below. It'll turn on this plug. You can program these plugs to do almost anything you want for environmental control. There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of options under each plug for how you want this to work. So you don't have to have it connected to MARSHYDRO branded stuff. However, when you do market it to MARSHYDRO branded stuff and use that stuff, you can connect them with this, with their new control connection systems, and then you'll have the ability to like dim your lights, ramp up your fans and stuff. You can have a lot more control over having them. Whereas with this, I can only turn it on and off. I can have these things set up to on and off, turn on, and like this old ventilation hub here, or ventilation fan, does not connect to this as via smart, but it does connect via this thing here still. I'm just using one of these old ones to kind of run it at the same stats as this one here. So at the same humidity and temperatures it'll come on that I would have used it. I would have had it plugged in if I had the new one, but I don't. Anyway, enough blibber blabbering. Let's get in and take a look at these real quick here.
Well, before we get into any of that, let's talk about today's sponsor, MARSHYDRO. You know them, you love them. Well, I know them, and I definitely love them. And if you want to love them too, use my name as a discount code. Save yourself a couple of bucks. In this economy, man, we all could really use to saving a couple of bucks, that's for sure. Anyway, if you're interested in any of this amazing MARSHYDRO gear, like the eye control or their tents or their lights or any of the really cool things that I'm using, just use my name at checkout to save a couple of bucks off your entire order from MARSHYDRO. And thank you very much, MARSHYDRO, once again for the continued support. And yeah, let's get back to the show.
Okay, so here we go. I'm doing some handheld because I can't find my gimbal. I thought I knew where it was, and then when I went to go look for it and pull it out, it's not where I thought it was. So I have no idea. So I had a bit of a pH issue here with these plants. This one's showing the signs a little bit more. We got like a little bit of this, little bit of rusty burns and stuff on there, and just some discolorization. This was due to me not pHing my water properly. So normally I've been using this stuff right here, pH Perfect from Advanced Nutrients, and this stuff truly is pH perfect. I have water coming out of my tap around 7.2, and I put this stuff in it, I stir it, and it ends up about 6.10. Instead of 7.2, it's about 6.10, maybe 6.20 at most, but it's right around exactly where you want it. Pretty perfect for when it comes to soil. You'd want to go a little lower if you were doing, if you're doing hydroponics or something like that, but that's a different story. We're working with soil here. So what I decided to do is I decided to give these ladies just a water day. Just water. But because I've been using the pH Perfect, I haven't been pHing down my water, because the pH Perfect line of nutrients does that for me. So I fed this plant 7.2, both of them, I fed them 7.2 pH water, and I didn't mean to do that, and they did not like it. They went cranky. This one has some signs, and some of the lower leaves you can see a little bit of some discolorization from something that had happened, but I'm about 99% positive that's exactly what happened here. I over pH'd them. So I was double checking when it started happening. I said, oh, I think I realized what happened, and I did a runoff check. I pH'd some water, and I flushed them with proper pH'd water at around 6.1. And the runoff that I was getting was about 7. So it definitely didn't like that 7 point whatever pH. It did not like that at all. So anyway, what I ended up doing is flushing it with a 6.1 nutrient feed. I put some more nutrients in the water, got it about where I was going to feed it, and I flushed it with that. And I can double check the pH here at the end of the episode just to see if I've made any progress. I really hope I have. And they seem to be looking better, though, honestly. Whatever happened seemed to have happened and potentially passed. Although there is some major discolorization on the leaves there. Let me know in the comments below if I'm making a drastic mistake, if this isn't just a pH issue. This could be a small lockout. I might have, with the pH issue, might have caused another problem. So if this is a telltale sign, this weird discolorization on the tips of the leaves like that, if that's something else, let me know in comments, please. I'm not very good at diagnosing plants. But on that note, looking at these beautiful ladies, let's look at the time-lapse camera. Let's see how well they recovered from last week. Because I did some pretty major training, if you don't remember.
And now for the time-lapse.
Okay, so I'm going to move this one out of the way, and we're going to focus on this one right here, because this one has the MARSHYDRO probe in it, so we can monitor what we're doing just even that much more. So, as what I've got here is I've got some nutrient water, and I have pH'd it to, let me see if I can show you this here. I should be able to. There we go. I don't know the angle. I can't see the camera very well, but it's at 6.2. And for soil, that's okay. Again, I would have liked to have gotten it down to about 6 even, probably, for this flushing. However, my pH down is so frigging powerful. If I put just a little tiny bit in, it'll drop the whole thing. Like, I'm talking like 1 drop per gallon. It's pretty crazy stuff. I need to get a little pipette or something to be able to do that a little bit more efficiently. Anyway, let's water this thing here with this, and then we'll test the runoff. Let's feed this thing here. With this cocoa mat, it helps disperse the water a little more evenly too. It holds it in areas and just lets it through kind of slow. I don't know. It definitely stops anything from growing on the top of the soil, that's for sure. And it helps keep things like gnat flies down, etc., etc. So what we're doing here is we're wanting to water it fairly evenly around the whole unit so that it starts to drip out the bottom here a little bit. I got 1 gallon. I'm probably going to use most of it. I got just a little bit left. It's starting to drip out the bottom now. Okay, we'll give it that much of a watering right there. And yeah, we just got to wait for it to drip down into the tray here. So that'll just be a moment or two.
Meanwhile,
okay, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that to drip, let's take a look at this lady right here. Aha! This one's not impervious to the blight of the pH. It looked like it had tolerated it really well, but there is some signs exactly the same as that. Some slight yellowing and some little tiny bit of what looks to be rusting. But all in all, man, this lady is looking good. You can't really tie this one down much any further. It's really... Oh, there's another big old leaf with the signs on it. It looked all good on the top, but there we go. There's a real good one. Well, a real bad one, I guess. But all in all, she looks quite healthy. You know, there's a few of those little leaves in there from my mistake, but all the top new growth is looking good. There doesn't seem to be... there's a little bit of lightening on the tips, but it looks pretty good. It looks a lot more healthy than... Well... kind of looks a little more healthy than the other one. Anyway, let's get back to that one. It looks like it's done dripping. Okay, so what I've done is I've put like a wooden cooking spoon thing behind the tray, like underneath it, so that it sits the tray on a slight angle and all the water pools to the one side here. I've got a little container here. I'm gonna use my newt needle. It's a gigantic nutrient needle. It's really good for pulling small amounts of water out and doing stuff for this, like tests. So I can just put this in the basin. We suck up a bunch of water just like that. Let's pour it into this cup. Let's do this a couple times. Get about, I don't know, 3 full syringes worth, or whatever the hell this thing is called. Plungers worth. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got runoff water. Now, over here, I've got some water from my tap that's sitting around 6.8. This is what the tap was, or at least not the tap, sorry, my water, my standing water. I have a bucket of water in here that I've been feeding from. I let it sit there and off gas to get all the chlorines and stuff out overnight before I use it, and it was sitting at around 6.8. So let's see what we're looking at here. We're still looking at about 6.5. That's not great. Almost 6.6. Yeah, there it goes. It's going to go to 6.6, I think. But it was at 7. So I just need to keep doing this. I think I need to flush it one more time at around a 6, and it'll keep lowering it. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But that seems to be the method. If you have a better method for lowering or raising pH in soil other than flushing it with closer to what it's supposed to be and hoping that it brings that down, yeah, if you got a better idea, please let me know. Yeah, all in all, she's looking pretty good though. Like, all of the training I did is good. All of this defoliation in the underneath, but you know, if you look at the top, it almost doesn't look like I've taken anything off. It grew right back with a vengeance. So yeah, I hope I can clear up this weird discolorization thing that's been going on here with whatever happened there. I'm pretty sure, again, like it was a pH issue, because like, from my understanding of it, pH sort of is the specific range where plants will do the exchanges of ions to get the nutrients. So there's an exchange that happens in here where it exchanges, oh, I can't remember. Let me know in the comments. I'm derping on the actual word right now. But anyway, there's an exchange that happens where they give so-and-so ions and they get back nitrogen and calcium, magnesium, and etc. and uptake. But if the pH isn't within this specific range, they don't interact well and they can't really uptake the nutrients properly, which is where you get lockouts and stuff, where it needs something and it's not getting it, or it's not getting this because of the pH value, but it's getting a lot of this one thing, in which case you get toxicities. Anyway, regardless, you want your pH within that range. For soil, it's pretty much between 6.2 to 6.5, and for hydro, you're looking at just a little under 6, like high fives, like 5.9 or something like that. Again, correct me in the comments below if I'm off on my numbers, but that's pretty much what people and the internet have said to me. But that's about it, folks. We're looking good in here. Massive amounts of growth. I'm going to try and set this camera, the time-lapse camera, up again, and hopefully I can get it into a bit better of a position where it's not moving so much. I am really struggling with keeping it still while keeping everything else, the ability to, you know, do what I need to do still. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Thanks for watching. Thumb up the video if you like it. Subscribe, all that action. And I'll see you next week. Cheers.